Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Dr. Chaz Lego store, Lego shop, Lego, whatever you want to call it. I went back and reviewed my videos tonight, and I found that I was calling this the Dr. Chaz whatever store, because I was like changing the name in every video. Well, it must be day 5, I believe, we're on, and we're going to pick it right back up here. Book number 2 on the Eiffel Tower. And we're going to start on page 23. And we're going to be doing, we're going to start out with bag number 21 if you're following along with us tonight. And you can see we're coming along quite nicely. We have the base plate down. We have the trees on, plants, maybe some grass in there. I don't know what you want to call it. And our bases here where the main parts are going to go in. And what I understand here, it kind of goes up. Whoa, okay, it fell apart. That ain't good. That tells you how stable it is. Aha. So it looks like that. I think that snaps on right there. It's just a little hinge. No big deal. So this is going to go kind of in here. When it snaps in, this will go up in here. And we'll just kind of keep going from there. So. And we're just going to keep building on them. But we'll see where this takes us. Accidents do happen. All right. Thanks for joining me again. And if you're new to my channel and you're just catching on, if you could please hit that like and that subscribe button. Even if you're not going to continue watching me, even if you could subscribe just to help me out, I would greatly appreciate that. And trying out the Patreon or however you pronounce that goofy name over there. If you could jump on over there if you're quite familiar with it, because I'm not. I went over there to stir the pot today. If you can find my store over there, it's a Dr. Chaz Lego store over there. I put out a poll today, and I listed 12 items on my poll. And I was asking my viewers, what is your favorite Lego theme, I guess you could say. So I wanted to know, what do you like the best with Lego? Is it like Harry Potter? Is it Star Wars? Is it Batman? Is it Marvel? Disney? What is your favorite thing to build with Legos? So if you could head on over there, if you can find my webpage or my Patreon poll over there. I believe it's free. I didn't charge any membership for it. It's wide open as far as I know. If you do happen to have trouble getting into it, please post in the comments you're having trouble getting into it, so that way I know and I can go over there and try to work on it. I'm very new to this online stuff, kind of a hermit under the rock type of thing. And I'll try to get it fixed or find out how to get it fixed so that way you can take the poll. The poll will be open until April 1st, until I believe midnight. So plenty of time to get in there and vote for me. That would greatly help me out. And then once I find out the winning category of everybody's favorite Lego category that wins, I will then post a second poll, which will probably only last about a week, maybe 2, which will have maybe 5 or 6 categories on it that will ask. So say, for example, Batman wins, I will post like 5 or 6 Lego kits from the Batman series. Which one is your favorite? And then based upon the highest pick or the highest vote total of those 5 categories, I will go and buy that kit as long as it's still available. Well, I'll just make sure that the categories that I post are available. And the highest one that is available or that gets voted on, I will go out and buy that kit. And if I don't have it, and I will build that one for you on our next video. And then maybe I can do that to keep the series going. Post a poll, what's your favorite series, what would you like to see me build, and we'll build it here for you on the Dr. Chaz Lego store. So let's get right to it. Page 23, bag 21. Here we go. This one's going to be fun, folks. This one's all gray parts. No color to it. Not a single gray part, or not a single color part one. Pardon me, you gotta use the trash can. Right, here we go. And we're off to the races. Try to maybe sort some of these out a little bit, like I always do, just to kind of make it easier to find stuff. And if you're just joining us and want to know what this pad is that I'm using, if you're familiar with the website Temu, TEMU.com, it's just I happen to see it on there. It's just a rubber pad, probably about an inch to maybe half inch to an inch thick, designed to sort out your Lego parts. Once you drop them out of the bag, and that way you have a spot to, you know, like I said, divide them out, keep them separated, and helps keep pieces divided, and just makes it easier to find things when it comes time to build. You do have to be careful on Temu. You know, they offer you a lot of discounts and sales and this, that, and they kind of get you going, and it can get kind of addicting. You know, they offer you, you know, $10 off here, $5 off here, whatever, and this, that, and makes you want to buy a lot of stuff. But if you have the money and you got the time, you can buy a lot of things and get a lot of discounts. Like tonight, I spent $50, but the stuff that I bought, retail price was over $200, you know, so it's like, you can get some discounts on there. So just depends on what you're buying, I guess. Some of these little parts can be a real pain too. They're hard to pick up and hard to get to sometimes, but that's just the way it is. So we'll work on it here for just a few minutes, get things separated, and then we'll start building. But it makes it 10 times easier when you're actually trying to build, instead of sitting here searching for the part, because then you're having to dig through everything looking for the part, is where now you got it separated and you can just grab it and go. Makes building a heck of a lot easier. So let's see, there's those three. Put these over here. So just to kind of remind you again also on this, in case this is your first time joining me, you tripped over my channel, this is a slow build. I am taking my time and building it. I will be working, the next 4 days, so not much will get done. I work till 11 o'clock at night, and come home from work. Time I get home and shower and clean up, and might be able to put in an hour's worth of work on it. Well, I just have to wait and see how things go. But for the most part, it shouldn't be too bad of a deal. But we'll see. 4 days, my job is pretty easy. I sit on my butt all day driving a truck. I work for Amazon. I drive the semi trucks in the back of the warehouse where I pick up either a loaded or empty trailer from the parking spot, and I take it to a dock door, and I put the trailer in the dock door and drop it, and then I either go back to the parking spot and get another trailer, loaded or empty, and take it to another dock door and drop it, or maybe I go to a dock door and pick up a empty trailer and take it out to the parking lot and drop it in a park space. But I do that all day long until maybe they're on break inside, and then there's no work going on, and it'll slow down sometimes around 5 o'clock at night. I start work about 12:30 in the afternoon, right around lunchtime, and the plant shuts down at 5 p.m. till 6:30. And so the work kind of slows down between 5 and 7 p.m. And then time they get up and run it again at 6:30, then it's probably, I don't know, sometimes about 8 o'clock at night before it gets going again. But then there's other days where they have someone that stays on and keeps the loads going, and you're busy all afternoon. It just hits or miss on, when we have peak and we're real busy, or we have what we call prime days. Then we have extra hands on board, and stuff keeps moving. So, all right, here we go. Got all the parts laid out. I divided them all out here, so everything's divided out so I can find everything nice and equal and can just grab stuff. So, looking at the book here, I'm going to kind of fold it up here, kind of pull it closer so I can get a better look at things. And here we go. We'll get started. Okay, we're going to build another one of these long long pieces here that we had before. So it looks like this Eiffel Tower is kind of build, rinse, and repeat type of thing. You're just building one set of structures and put it down and build another one. Yeah, we're going to build 3 of these things over and over and over. So that's what we're going to do here. So 6 pieces here. So let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Like that. No, let's see what we got here. Got 2, and we got 1, 2, 3. So we got 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And then black piece. And then another 6, and another 6. Okay. I'm going to stop with that one, and we're going to start another one. So we're going to do 3 of these, like I said. Might as well just do them right all in a row here. Makes no sense to go on without, you got to do 3 of them together. My hand, in case you're just joining me again, first time, I'm wearing the sleeve here. I had a ganglion cyst right below my wrist. It's kind of like right in here. Had it surgically removed on the 19th of February, and I just got the stitches out today. So, and it's still kind of swollen in there. Let's see, one. Okay, and so I gotta wait for the swelling to kind of go down, and I gotta start working on some exercises to get the swelling down, because it is very tight in there. Because like this hand here, I can bend it all the way down, but this one I can get maybe there. So I got to really work on the bending motion. So it's going to be a work in progress. We'll see. Okay, we're building the 3rd piece in the series here, like it asked us to. Let's see, this is number 2, number 3. This is going to work out maybe. Huh. Let's see here. Well, trying to see here. It says times, oh, I could be wrong about this. I read this wrong. We'll see. I probably read the instructions wrong again. I do this a lot, folks, so bear with me. It says here in the book, it says times 3 up here, but I think they meant times 3 as far as 3 times across, which I was doing. Which I was doing, and then I was putting in the black hinge and finishing it up. Well, I thought it meant times 3 as far as making 3 of these, but there's only 2 black hinge parts, not 3 of them. So we might not need 3 of them. We'll find out here in just a minute. And I believe I knocked one of my trees over. Shame on me. I'm just having all sorts of fun tonight. Well, we got what we needed there. Let's see what's going on here. Let me go over to, let's see. Got that. I guess we'll find out. That, and then another one of these off the end. Okay. Now, okay, so we got that. Now we're going to go on an adventure. Go back this way. Three of these. So a lot of hooks, or a lot of hinges, I guess. Clips. I guess they're clips. A lot of clips on this one. Clips, and hinges, whatever you want to call them. I guess they're clips. Four, 3, 3, and 3, and then we need 3 more here. So we got one clip, 1x3, 3 clips, 1x3, 3 clips, 1x3, and now 3 more clips, and another 1x3, and then we're going to do 2 clips, and then a 1x6, which luckily we have, and that finishes it off on that one. And then go over here, and we're going to go with a, looks like a 1x8 tile on top. And yes, so the extra one I built we don't need, so I did read it wrong. I'm going to have to take it apart because we're going to need the 1x6s. Of course, you know, so like I said, bear with me, folks. I'm not the kid in heart anymore. I'm still, I get ahead of myself. I'm a typical guy, you know. I build first and look at the instructions later. I'm typical guy. You build it, and then it don't work out, and then I go, why didn't it work out? And I go read the instructions, and it's like, oh, that's why it didn't work out, because I should have read the instructions first. Ha ha. Okay, so that should do it. Step 130 shows it complete. There's our completed clips. Everything looks pretty good. Now we're going to build like we have on this piece over here. It's all these X's here that you see here. We're going to build that part next for this new piece that we just built. We're going to build those X pieces is what we're going to build next. So now these ones here, I think they have a little measurement guide in the book here, because they have 2 types of I guess they're a pipe. I don't know what you call them. And you can measure the length. It looks like they're about the same size, honestly, on both pieces. It says 1x1, and you can kind of measure that. Last night, when I was working on it, it seemed like the pipe was much shorter for some reason. And it was not working real well. I don't know why, but that's what I was getting out of it. The pipe was too short and didn't look right. And yeah, so now these ones are way too long. So I don't know, that goes way over. That one goes way over. That's saying 1x1, but you can clearly see in the book, yeah, it's saying 4. That says 2 times there, but it's saying 4. Let's see, that's 1 there, 1 there, and there's only 4 of these long ones here, so I'm not sure. Let me look. I'm going to look a little bit further ahead here and see what's going on here. Okay, there's 2 long ones there, but this one only says 4. So, oh, okay, I see it. So no, save the long ones there. We're going to go short ones on the first, on step 131. You want to use the short ones when you're building these X's. On step 132, it's clearly marked. 132 shows on, probably hard to see here, on the measurement guide on the 1-to-1, you can clearly see you're using the longer bar versus the shorter bar version measurement on step 131. So Make sure you look at that real close, that you don't get the wrong bars there, because it'll mess things up like it did for me last night, where I had to go find my own parts because I must have used them wrong. And yeah, and so I had to go dig some parts out of my own collection to fix the situation. So make sure you're looking at your measurements before you use up everything that you got. So going that way. Here we go, just like that. Let's see. Okay, something else I'm not doing. I gotta put some extra ones on here. There we go. Okay, so now there and there. Okay, and then we're gonna add these. Let's see where we're going, right there. And we're gonna go. So, start this project here. As you can see, you got all these clips here at the top. So we're going to take the very first clip and the very first hinge of your little X thing here, and you snap it into that hinge right there, and then you bend this back and it miraculously ends up in the other hinge, and then there's your X right there. Perfect. So then we're going to take part number 2, and so that it hooks on perfectly, you're going to skip one of the hinge blocks, and you're going to pop it in there, and it's going to land right in the next one, and you pop that in. There you go. Now you got 2 X's. Beautiful. Love it. Works out like a charm. On to step 132. And now we're going to build the ones with the longer pieces. Now I believe these are the longer ones. Yes. So measure it. Yep, definitely. Definitely longer ones on this. So. Oops. Got the butterfingers. So, there we go. Here's the first one. And we'll make one more here. I think we do this, yeah, 2 times. All right, now we got that. Okay, so now we're going to go up again. Get that built. So now we're going to take, we had our X's. Take the short end of your X, skip one of the clips, start with the next clip, snap it in. Probably hear that clip, and clip it in the next clip. There we go. Take the next one, start with the short end, skip a clip, and the next clip after that, clip it in, and then clip it in the next one. And there you go. You got 4 of them on there. Looks beautiful. All right, perfect. And now we're on to step 133. Moving right along. Okay, we got to make 3 of these. We got to take your what I call battleship pegs. Oh no, you sank my battleship. Got to make 3 of these. Put a couple toppers on them here. Okay, we got that. And take our couple fence posts here and put hinges on them. See, that's a 4 again. Use up here, 4s here. These are all 3s over here. Trying to keep everything, just trying to keep everybody in the same boat here, so we don't get everything mixed up and confused. So that's all. Got parts all scrambled up here. Okay, fence post, and then I got hinges here. Go over that way, and hinge, and a 1. Only a 1, huh? Okay. Looks like there's a gap. Yep. Oh, okay, there's not a gap. They don't show you that until the end, okay? Then we're going to put one of these on. Okay. And do that, okay. And we got one of these. 3 of those. Okay, so now what we're doing here, we got our, you remember this piece, the 4X's. So we've got to take our 3 pieces here. These were our battleship pegs with our little hinge pieces on the bottom. And what we're going to do is, you remember when I told you to skip a clip piece on each one of these. That's where these little hinge pieces come in between everything. So you just take one of these little pieces, the battleship pegs with the hinge on it, and they just kind of go in and they snap in place and just kind of push up against everything on all three spots with the hinge that's missing there. And that's all you do with that. And then you take the last one, which is a kind of a, I don't know, fence post, or it's got the fence tile on it, if you can kind of see that piece there. And it's got a hinge piece on the bottom, and then kind of a like a stud on top of it. And let's see. Let me look here. I think I got it backwards for some reason. I'm just looking. Yeah, I think it's backwards. Because if I hook that there, let's see, I want it to go like that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, got her backwards here. So I just put the bridge piece on backwards is all. We'll fix it. Okay. So we got our bridge piece should look like this, if you can see that. So we got our hinge on this side and our stud piece on that side. And then what we're going to do is put it on the last, I guess the clip here on the end. Just snap that in place and kind of push it towards that. And then that completes that section of metal. I guess it's like one of the legs that goes up. It's going to go up in the air, so like this. So that's going to do that. And we'll set that off to the side. That was step 133 on page 29. And let's see. Oh, and then it's asking us to kind of tilt the, they want us to tilt these anchor points here because they're going to have to clip on these square things at the end when we get those built. So now this one here, let me look at something real quick. I thought I said to build it twice, but like I thought it said 3 times at first, but that was, let me see here. Bag 21, we start. No, guess not. I guess we're just building one. Okay. Well, I have another one ready in case it's ready to go, but I guess not, because we're going to take this and I'm going to snap it onto another piece here. So I guess we'll take, I got this here. Let's see. But I'm going to just kind of try to make this look like the picture down there, just to kind of get my bearings here, like that, and then it looks like it wants it to go let me just look here. That goes up. Uh-huh. Okay, that's what I thought. This has got to go here. It's got to go here. Okay. Like that. Okay, now we're good. Now we'll take this piece, the new piece that we just had, with the bridge. And I'm going to go here and here. There we go. Kind of funky, but that's cool. So there you go. So as you can see now, we got kind of a corner piece here. It's there and over here, but as you can kind of bend it, you kind of, I don't want to do it too far, but I mean, you could bend it and it kind of comes with you, but you don't want to mess with it too bad. You can kind of, but it sways. But there's going to be 2 more pieces that connect to it to make one big deal. But it does lean quite a bit. According to looking at the box, I can see that it's going to lean pretty good. So it's probably going to lean like about like that. About like that there. Something like that. So I'm going to just set it down over here. And we'll get building some more. All right. Looking good. Okay, page 32, step 135, and here we go. Hope everybody's Friday went well for all you out there. I know it's getting closer to opening day. In Major League Baseball, that is. Now, wouldn't that be a shame? I'm missing a part. Now, where did that part? I know I had the part here. I didn't use it. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. I thought it was a 1x2, and it's actually 2 1x1s stuck together there. Okay. So I have a question for everybody. You can put this in the comments. So I went to New York back in April last year, and I got to see the Mets on opening day. So got to see the Mets play the Blue Jays last year. So bought this T-shirt while I was at the game, opening day, as you see, of the Mets. So can anybody tell me? You can put this down in the comments, and if anybody's right, I said I'll let you know. There is no prizes or anything because I have nothing to give you really, unless I come up with some. First person who tells me the correct answer, I'll send you some kind of prize or something. I'll contact you and we'll come up with something for Major League Baseball, some small prize. Nothing exciting, nothing. Well, I shouldn't say exciting, but nothing expensive. Let's put it away. Maybe a hat or something of your favorite team, or something. I don't know. We'll come up with something. How about that? But the first person to tell me what METS stands for. METS. So, you got to tell me what the M stands for, what the E stands for, the T stands for, and the S stands for. So, for example, I used to be a truck driver over the road, and there was a trucking company called Prime. So we used to say all the time with Prime, we used to take the letters PRIME. Please remember, I mortgaged everything. So I want you to do the same thing with METS. I want you to describe to me what the 4 letters of METS. So there should be a word for M, should be a word for E, a word for T, and a word for S. So like once again with Prime, please is the P, remember is the R, I is I, M is mortgaged, and E is everything. So there's a meaning for the word METS. First person in the comments that tells me what METS stand for, I'll DM you and we'll come up with something. If you like baseball, we'll give you something Major League Baseball. Come up with something. We'll come up with something to get you. All right. All right. On to building whatever I did with my parts. Here we are. Back to what we're doing. That sounds like a little fun to get people in the spirit, kind of get you focused. Besides building the Eiffel Tower, it's going to take me 3 months. I hope, God, I hope not. But anyhow, get more people in here to enjoy this. I know it's probably boring to hear and watch these videos, but like I said, maybe you were building this and you came across it and you said, oh man, I made a mistake and maybe this guy can help me fix it. Maybe it's just something to sit back, relax, and laugh to because this guy's funny, Who knows? I can be at times because I screw up, but we shall see. All right, page 33. Now, she's cute. No, I'm just teasing. Got to figure out where the hell this thing goes. Take off my glasses for this one. Jesus. Oh, okay. Maybe. Looks like a damn robot. Okay. And then backwards. This is really... sometimes Lego does the stupidest things, but at least they highlight stuff in red and says, okay, we want the piece to go here. Okay, you figure it out. So this one, so we got a piece that looks like this. I'm sure you guys have seen this. Got a bunch of this kind of smooth on the back. And it wants it to go right down in here. And it's got to kind of clip on. So we're going to do that. So right down in there, if I can get in there, and clip on, you little booger. There. Okay, now I got to make it fit because of whatever reason. Okay. Now the sad thing is that when I look on this picture of the box, I don't see a damn thing down there. Oh, it's probably because it's up in the air. Okay, I see why. Because this is, well, it just fell off. But maybe. Okay, I think I've figured this out now. Okay, let me see something here. It's back in here. This is crazy. Got it. All right. Oh, no, you can't fall over. Stay. All right. Got it. Good. Whew. I think I see the reason why, because I got this piece upside down. It's actually got to flip back over, and that's why it's whatever. Now, see, once again, now here we are done. Got all these parts left over. But yet it says bag 22. That makes no sense to me. But nowhere did it say, and we're on this thing with only 2 pieces. Yeah. So why do I have so many parts left over? Once again, Lego. It makes no sense. And yeah, this makes no sense, Lego. I just built what you said to build. And I even had an extra piece built, which I don't need, and I've got all these parts left over. And we're going on to bag 22. And we're going to build another one of these parts. So I've got it built already, but yet I've got all these pieces left over. But yet, even if I didn't have these parts left over, following the examples, there's nowhere to put it. It doesn't show it where to even put the piece. Because by showing, by looking here at the end, even if I was to show you here, it's only showing 2 pieces of statue. Not unless I would have to put it on, unless I put it on the other piece. Because this piece only has 1. I suppose I could put it over here, but you know, even then it doesn't show it. I suppose I can go back and do it, but it doesn't say to. That's what's weird about Lego in this damn book. Sorry, children out there, if Mom and Dad are probably covering your ears right now. But it's like, come on, Lego. That's 20, and we had no pieces there. Now, here's 21. It does not say anything about building 2 pieces. It just says start building. We're going to build 1, it shows. Build that, and build that, and build that. That says times 2 on that piece. And that says times 3, which I did. And that there. Do that, attach there, build that, put that on there. Now, that's 4 times. Sorry guys, it's absolutely disturbing to me. Yeah. And then it goes on to bag 23 after that. And it's bag 22 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages. Well, here's what I'm going to do, folks. I'm going to start 21 over with the parts I have, and I'm going to put it on the other piece that we have started. I'm going to grab a cookie here. Grab a cookie. Yeah, I wish the book would be more descriptive and say, hey, you need to build two, and this is for both pieces, but it doesn't. But you know better because you wouldn't have parts left over before going on and then the next step is only 8 pages and it's building the exact same pieces with a new bag. So that's what I had right in the beginning of this, building this ship, or not ship, but the tower. It's like I had a ton of pieces left over and it was going on, but it didn't tell me that I needed to use them. So let's see, that 1, 2, 3. That's okay. Now 2. That's perfect. And 6. Okay. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to go back over with 4s. Let's see, where's my 4? Here's my 4. Go that way. And 3 6s. There we go. That's that. Okay, so we've got the piece. Now we're building our X's real quick. You know, we had to build before. This won't take very long because basically know what to do. Now I don't have enough parts. This is weird. Don't have enough parts. No. Yep, don't have enough parts. Oh, wait a minute. I do have enough parts. Do that twice, okay. Yeah, I do have enough parts, but not with the right stuff. But okay, I got enough parts, but not of the right parts to put away. I got the four things here, but the last two should have had the longer pieces on it. I only had one long piece instead of two long pieces, so I had to use a short piece and a long piece instead of long and long. That's all. So we have enough pieces, just not enough of the right piece. So, and now I got to build 3 of the battleship pieces, which looks like I barely got enough of those. So it's going to be close here, but it's turning out right. I mean, what I'm doing here, I'm using up the parts too. I almost feel like I'm working with a Chinese set of Legos, you know, coming up short with bricks. That's what I feel like sometimes. But guess I'm not, because I got just enough. Got it backwards again. Damn it. And the way they say to build it, though. No, they didn't. Okay. I did it wrong. Damn it. Now I'm getting in a hurry because I'm getting pissed. Don't get pissed, Chuck. Slow down. All right. Like that. Okay, and then all these pieces. So, yeah, once again, if you're just joining me on this channel, or if you're just getting to this point, maybe you jumped ahead and didn't hear me earlier, I was dabbling in the web page, the Patreon web page today, and I put a poll out there asking, put out 12 different items on my poll asking fans of Lego, what is your favorite theme on Lego? I listed everything from Harry Potter to Star Wars to Batman to Marvel to Disney, whatever. So if you could go out there and try to find it. I don't know how you find things on Patreon. It's Dr. Chaz's Lego store, I believe. I've got a poll out there. It's open till April 1st. If it happens to be locked, let me know in the comments so I can go out there and try to figure out how to unlock it. I don't believe it's locked, but I saw it at one point. It said this item was locked or something, but everywhere I checked said it was made for the public. So just let me know if you're able to do that, and take the poll for me. Once the poll closes, whatever is the highest ranking vote getter, I will then post another poll, which will be open for probably 2 weeks, I'm guessing. And that poll will list the favorite group, say it's Batman, like I was saying before. Say your favorite theme is Batman. I will list like 5 or 6 kits from the current Batman that's available on Lego, and then ask you to vote again. What is your favorite kit that's currently available? And then based upon your votes, whatever the highest grossing one is of that, after the poll closes, I will go buy that kit, and then we'll build that one on video for you to watch. And I'll build that one for you. And if that goes over well, then we'll take that, and maybe we can just keep doing that, having a poll. What's your favorite theme? What's your favorite kit? And we can just keep building kits. Or I can change it up and tell you, okay, this is the kit I have available. Like, I have several Simpsons kits. I've got the burger shop available, and the Chinese Legos. I have the schoolhouse available. I can build. A lot of Lego doesn't offer that, but I also have the instructions for the Abu's 7-Eleven store, whatever convenience store. I have the instructions for it off of Lego.com, and because I have my store available, I have all the, pretty much guaranteed to have all the parts. So with that, I can pull all the parts ahead of time for each step and then work on it that way. So let's take a look here. Let's make sure. I'm going to try to hook up this thing. I still have a bunch of parts here, but we'll figure this out. So let me look at it here. Okay, so if it's coming from there, okay. So if I have that right there, and I got that one in the back, and that one's going to the back, okay, perfect. Then this one here is going to go from here, and it's going to come up under, get this one over here. Pop goes the weasel. Okay, I'm just going to figure out how to get this. Let's see. How to get this on, because this one is hitting the ceiling. I wonder if this one is too long. Thinking this one here. No, that was a short one. But maybe, okay. Just trying to get this connected, but this one up here is sticking out way too far for some reason. And it's hitting the ceiling where I'm trying to connect it. And it just doesn't want to pop into the hinge. There it goes, but it's still out of reach because, as you see now, it's the hinge up here, it's sticking above the ceiling, so I've got to fix that. Figure out why it is doing this. Let me grab this here and hook it up here. There we go. That's hooked up. There we go. Now it's going to fall over without any support on it. So I'm just going to set it down so it doesn't fall. All right. That takes care of step 134. Still got a couple pieces here, but we have to build that little piece that goes down the center again, which is trying to figure out what the hell that was. So we'll get that built real quick. And that's going to pretty much use up my pieces. And I do not have, oh yes I do, once again, pieces on top of pieces. Okay, not bad. So now here I was like, got done and had the next bag, and it's like, okay, why do I have so many pieces? The next bag, well, I went and did that and put it on the other spot, and what do I have left? I got 2 pieces left. So I'm guessing that's the extras. So there you go, folks. If you got a bunch of pieces left over, you did something wrong. You probably have to build it for the other extension, because you have 2 extensions here. The book isn't going to tell you that, but obviously I figured it out that with the 2 extensions, you've got to have 2 separate parts. You know, 2 separate, you're building 2 separate pieces at once. And the book isn't telling you that. So, on to bag 22, here we go. And we're an hour, 8 minutes into this. Hopefully you're not getting tired. I'm not. It's still early, I'm guessing. I don't have any time here. Let me grab it. Yeah, we're only 9 o'clock at night on Central Standard Time here in the Midwest. So here we are. Bag 22. All right, here we go. Cookie. Pieces that like to roll, I like to put into an area that limits their rolling ability. So that way they can't get away very far. That way they're, of course, limited in how far they can roll. Well, it makes sense, I suppose. That way if they can't roll, they can't get away. So now remember, or like I have to remember, I suppose, we're building 2 separate sections for 2 separate, I guess, legs of the, 2 separate legs of the Eiffel Tower, not just one. So if that being the case, to save some time, since we know that now, while we're building, we will just build both sections at the same time. It only makes sense to help Save some time. Since we're building two separate sections here. As soon as I get this all sorted out, we'll get rolling. Like I said, sorting really helps things out when you're building. Helps you find stuff much easier. At least it does for me. I don't know about anybody else, but all right, here we go. And like I said, since I know I'm building two separate things, I'm just going to go ahead and build. I'm just going to build it twice. That way, when we're down to the 8 pages, then we're done with 2 of them at once. So it only makes sense to me, and hopefully it makes sense to you why we're doing it. That way, we're doing 8 pages once, and we're moving on a lot quicker, saving time. Okay, there's page 1. Now we're doing this back and forth. We're going to do this 1, 2, 3, 4 times on top. One, two, three, four. There we go. Okay, and now we got two and 1 and 2. Oops. And 2 and 1. All right. Next page down. We're gonna fly through this. All right. Now we're going back the other way. And single one. Single one. 3 sets. Let's see, 1, 1, 2. Let's go 2, 3. Okay, and then 2 more of these. Boy, beautiful. I love it when a plan comes together. Friggin' sweet. There we go. Now, let's see. Got that, and now 4 this way. And 6. Oh, looks like it flipped it around on us. Didn't tell us, huh? Okay, hang on here. Looks like they flipped something around on us and didn't tell us. Because, let me look at this here. Or did I just mess up? I don't know. Okay, I got the 2 there, 2 there, and then, no, I messed up. Okay, well, anyhow. Well, I guess it's gonna make a difference, so. Okay, got in a hurry again, guys. Read the directions, Chuck. Read the directions. Read, read, read before you succeed. Dummy. Such a dummy. Okay. Might be easier fixing what it looks like, but we'll see. Okay, what's it down here? So it's a 1 down here, and it's a thing down here, and it's a 3 down here. Yeah, it's a big mess. Got to start all over. Darn it. Thought we could get away with it, but no. Gotta start all over. Darn it. Sorry about that, guys. I put them on there what I thought was right, but I put it on starting on the wrong end. So basically I did it backwards. Yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. Get in a hurry. So, take me a minute just to correct it. Okay, there's that one. Okay, now we got it. So now we can go and put 4 on there, and then put a 6 or an 8. I guess it's 8. No, not an 8. It's 6. And then put this booger on there. And another 6. And a 6 again, and then an 8. Okay, so got her fixed on the hooks, or whatever you want to call them. Then you got a tile 4, a tile 6, then you got another hook, tile 6, and then a tile 8 here on top. And then you got all your single hook and 3, and then a 3 with it'd be a plate with 3s, and then 3 hooks again, 3 plate, 3 hooks, 3 plate, single hook, and then 3 plate again. So got her finished up on that one. Now that we had to fix it all. No big deal, they say. Took just 2-3 minutes out of our busy day and fix it. And there we go. And it's fixed. Okay, got both of them fixed. No problem. We got 3, 4, about 4 more pages. But now this is where we build all the X's and O's. Let's see. We're going to build those things. I'm sure we do. Yes, we do. So I think we need 6 of them. All right, off we go. All right, here we go. Okay, those are built. Now we'll build these. Like this. And is this long ones or short ones? I didn't get you long ones. It's this one here. Doo-doo. Here we go. And clack and clack and a click. probably be better with music on, but yeah, I haven't done that yet. No, only two of those. Okay, two of those. Okay, well, yeah, I need another one down here. What am I doing? All right, there's that. And take this in the short ones. Okay. No, something wrong with this one. No. All right, we're getting there, folks. Only got a couple left here. Looks like 3 left. Yeah, actually 2 left. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. 2 left. That would be it. Okay, so. Oopsie daisy. Okay. That, and then this one. And that one. Okay, there we go. And pretty much all the parts. Let's see, we're going to take 3 over here. I don't have any parts left over from this one. Not a one. That's incredible. So all this time, all these parts left over, it makes you wonder, am I using them all correctly? I know Lego has some leftover parts, but you know, hey, makes you wonder. All right, there we go. 2 complete pieces, identical. Actually did them right. Imagine that. All right, folks. There we go. So now I flip it over. Yes, and that page is done. So now, and that's just to adjust it. Now we're gonna add it here, and where does it say to add it on this one? Okay, this one's on the back side. Okay, so we're gonna take this one and we're gonna add it. Let's see, and this one says to add it to. Let's see. Right there. Right there. There we go. All right, there's that one. Cool. Got that one standing up. Now this one is already in that corner, so this one's probably going to be in this corner over here. Let's see. Now let's see. This has got to go up like this. This is weird. This has got to be pushed down somehow. What is going on? What's holding this back? I wonder. Something like this roof panel here. Trying to get this to stand up. This whole thing to stand up. Not really wanting to do that. Okay, well, we'll give her a shot here. And then this piece is over here. And see, it's over here. it is not standing upright. There's something going on. Yeah, something is not jiving with this one. Like that one is working really good. This one is just, something's not jiving. It's really bogging down. Not sure what it is yet. Just, I don't know if I missed something or what I did here. It's just, no, I think I see what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe not. Let's see. Because that is too long up there. That was going there. This one's supposed to be up here. This is down here. Which broke up again. It's supposed to be up and down. But yeah, this is just not jiving. I mean, there. That's a little bit better, but it's still not jiving. It's just, it's flat. Now it's, yeah, there's just, I think this one's too long here for some reason. But yeah, okay. Well, there we go. I got it standing up now. More jiving now, so it looks a little bit better. And this piece here is still, turn it a little bit more here or something. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Now she's jiving. Got it standing up, looking good. Stand her up there. All right, looking good. I think they're upside down, actually. I think they're going to flip over and they're going to sit in here. But that takes care of step 145 on page 41. And that puts us at step 23. It looks like we're doing the exact same thing again. Same piece. And, yeah. And so there's a little note here on step 157, page 51. It says, the original tower is assembled from pre-made pieces, just like a gigantic Lego model, while the Eiffel Tower contains 18,038 different pieces. This Lego version has 10,001 pieces, and it's actually got a typo in it. It's got 10,00001, which is not 10,001. It's got too many zeros in it. Individual Lego elements. So it's got a typo in there. So I guess they're saying the actual Eiffel Tower has 18,038 pieces, while the Lego version has 10,001 pieces. So it's fairly close, but that tells you that the original, the one that's standing there in Paris, has 18,038 pieces to build. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So, yes. 24. I'm just kind of looking ahead to see where we're going at with this thing. 25. Still the same thing. And 190 is that. 26. All the way up to step 229 is when we're going to do that. 228, we're starting to put the frame on. 227, yeah. Okay. So it looks like about page 100. So we are at page 43? Yeah. 42. We're at page 42 roughly. 43 here a minute. We're almost 2 hours into this. I think maybe we'll quit for the night. And we'll do a little bit the next 4 nights because I have to work. But page 100, all 4 towers will go up and we'll start building the section in the middle, and then we'll go up the next tower. So we have our work cut out for us, folks. We have 58 pages to go. The next 58 pages will basically be building these towers just like this and adding all 4 sections to each square, to all 4 corners. Right now we have 2 corners that need 1 piece each to complete them. And then the other 2 corners will need 4 sections each to build them up, plus basically, you know, four sides. So total of 8 sides. We need 10 sides basically. We need 1, 2, and then 4 and 4. So we need 10 sides built, plus we need a couple platforms. Yeah, a lot of work cut out. 58 pages, like about 6 bags of Lego parts. Whew, yeah, I'm tired just talking about it. But with almost 2 hours into the video, it's going to be a long go. So maybe if I can put in an hour the next 4 nights, you know, this is all repetition. You kind of get going on it. Yeah, I think we can get going. Maybe the next 4 nights, kind of whip her together. Maybe by the time I have a day off, Wednesday or Thursday, we'll be ready to connect the first set of towers together. So I want to thank everybody again for being with me, and once again, please remember to hit that subscribe and that like button. That'll really help me out a lot. We're trying to get to, at minimum, 1,000 subscribers, so I can beg and plead and cry on Lego's shoes to let me be one of their builders every month, or however often it is, to be one of their builders where they ship you the new stuff and can build their stuff, that I won't have to have polls and asking you which one you want me to build. I'll just, here it is, guys, here's the newest stuff, let's go ahead and build it, and we'll just break it open and just go to it, and we'll just have live feeds, and we'll just knock it out and go for it. So then you'll get to see everything as it is. So that's my goal. Minimum of 1,000 subscribers. Not going to charge you anything to watch it. And once the store goes live, you know, he says we'll have a world premiere of the store going live. You'll get to see the whole store before it opens. You can't see it right now, but it's surrounding me here. It's cost me a lot of money to put this store together. It's the dream come true for me. I got one cabinet on top of another in here. And I will show it to you one day. We're getting closer. I will tell you that. Yeah. My niece has done a hell of a lot of work for me, and I greatly appreciate what she's done. Hopefully she will get to sit down with us. Maybe I can get her on here, you know, on Wednesday. We can sit down, and maybe by then we'll be ready to hook this thing together, and I can get her in here and we'll hook it together as a team, and we can build on it together. You get to meet her, and maybe then we can do a tour of the store. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and play hide and go seek or something. Figure out what she wants to do. All right, folks, that's a wrap for the night, and we'll see you again Saturday night for day 6, I believe. So thank you again. I appreciate everything you guys do for me. Love you, support you. Leave your comments, leave your suggestions. Nothing rude or you know, or poor taste. You know, let's keep it positive. You know, I'm not the greatest person in the world, but, you know, I try to have fun. You know, if you're not laughing, you ain't having a good day, you know. It's just a place to come to sit back, drink a beer, and watch Dr. Chaz make a fool of himself. You know, an old guy playing with Legos. But, you know, it's relaxing for me, calms my nerves. I like to have fun with it. So, and I like to share my adventures and my builds with everybody else. So, thank you very much. We'll see you again tomorrow night. Adios.